Hey, Mr. Clash here, and today we're going to have a look at a fail and clean up on this base and have a look at what actually made the difference and why the subtle little changes that were taken place to turn this into to turn it from a fail into a cleanup, into a successful 3-star. So what we knew about the base was that there were Teslas here. So I think that's where they were. Yeah, I think that's where all that they were. They were related to the builder's hut, so I don't think there was one over here in this corner. I think this is the four Tesla positions there. Also, there was a big bomb here. There was a big bomb here in this area. There was a big bomb there. And somewhere around here, possibly here. Let's just call that as the other location for the big bomb. That's what we knew. And the clan castle had a dragon and 2 balloons in it, so we knew that as well. So that's what we know about the base. Let's just have a look now. I'll just clear that off. Let's just dive straight in and have a look what happened to the attack. We might have to watch this a couple of times, and we'll just have a little bit of a looky look at why it failed. So we've got a baby dragon doing a little bit of funnel work up the top there. Wizards coming down to start creating a little bit of a funnel down the bottom there onto the lab and the elixir pump. So that's the clan castle radius. I've just activated that so you can have a look. So a couple of Teslas have popped. So that top golem has gone wandering over to the Tesla. Bottom golem is getting hammered by a wizard, 2 archers, and the expo. So that is a lot of DPS coming that way. Bowlers are coming in onto that wizard. And then, look, which way are they going to path after that? It's anybody's guess. They're coming into the arch tower. And, okay, so most of those, yeah, okay, all the bowlers have gone. So there was basically no value from the bowlers. The golems have pathed over to the Tesla side with the wizard up there. Balloons come out. So basically nothing's gone into that sort of core area. None of the tanking troops. And the king has gone down the bottom and the hogs are coming in at the top. Okay, so that's what's happening on this attack. So there are some spring traps up there. Yeah, spring traps up there. King's at the bottom. Queen is in the middle shooting something. The geared up cannon, or the cannon with the gear option, just took out the queen. More spring traps on the right hand side over near the air defense cannon block. Second heal spell's gone down, or the second heal spell, because they had a rage and the jump for the bowlers. And that's it. So we've got a few hogs. That was I think it was 23 hogs came in on this one. Big bomb goes off. Another big bomb's about to go off. And so I think, did we lose any hogs to the bomb? No, but they got sick, and then with cannons, spring traps, and king, not too much is going to save them. So what actually went wrong in this attack? We'll just have a quick look at it again. Now, there's not a real awful lot that needs to be improved, but it's just tiny little things. So in this case, we know that the Teslas are up there. So just pay attention to just a couple little things that breaking down the attack is what we did. So you can see the golem there on this mortar. Now the only reason that the golem's going to path to this Tesla at the top is because the jump spell is way too late, and by then the golem's already decided to retarget something else. So a little bit of a delayed jump spell. So that was one issue, and of course got 0 value out of the bowlers was the second issue. Now for me, watching this attack multiple times in replay just to have a look what's gone wrong. The king has gone down. I'll just pause it. The king has gone down to the bottom here. The queen's in the middle, but he sent the hogs in up the top. Now, none of those weapons could target the heroes. So the way I was thinking about it was send in the hogs from the bottom because to keep the heroes alive. Possibly could have taken out this cannon, which just killed the queen. So at least the king and the queen would have been alive if the hogs had come in from the bottom. That's the hindsight look at the attack. Okay, so having done that, I'll just back out of here and then I'll talk about my plan. Well, we're back at this base. Let's have a little bit of a look at the plan. To me, there wasn't a real awful lot that went wrong in the attack, so it made sense to duplicate pretty well the entire attack and just improve the things that I saw that went wrong. Okay, so now in the first attack, the funnel started up here, and I thought that didn't need to be so high. Get some wizards down here. That's where the jump spell is going to be. get some wizards down here. So that's the placement of the wizards. Now that means one golem to be placed here and path that way, and the other golem to be placed here. And I want this one placed up here so it will trigger the Tesla, because the Tesla's there. And I've got a giant as well. So you can see my troops, I do have a giant. Now my hope is that that golem will kind of start walking this way with the giant. That's my hope. Okay, so funnel created. Wizards will take that out. Wizards will take that out. This. Wizards will probably get this out as well. King, Queen, we'll take this. This will go down. Golems will come in. These will go down to heroes or wizards or something. So all of this I'm anticipating will easily get killed by the kill squad. Queen's out. This. I can see that the Queen will be taking out the same weapons as before that she did. Okay. So that's pretty well the kill squad's role. Get in here, take out the Queen, take out the clan castle, and neutralise this bomb threat. So then, depending on what I see going, now these weapons up here, we'll just have a real quick look at them. You can see that they don't target anywhere down here. So if the heroes are down here, that's where the heroes will be staying. So having decided that, whoops, we'll just clear that off. Bring this back into focus here. The hogs will come in from here onto these things. Save some 3 or 4 hogs for this wizard. They can be suicide hogs. I'm not really too fussed about them, but I will. These hogs here will all path this way, and that way. So there needs to be a heal here. And then I should have the clan castle hogs for this. So all this, these hogs will go this way. Some might go this way. Depending on the timing, then they'll all head this way. So these ones will go here, here, here. And then from here, they'll go to this cannon. So from the cannon, some will go to the archer and the expo, which I'll have a heal. And then from the expo, they'll all start pathing up, depending on which way they've hit the expo. Some will go this way, some will go that way, that kind of thing. And then over there. So that should be game over. And then I've got the cleanup wizard. So that is the general plan. I'm not changing a real lot, but by coming in at the bottom, if my heroes are down at the bottom, then they're kept alive. So the idea is just to change it a little bit and just to change slightly the position of the funnel creation wizards and the timing of the jump spell, and to bring extra hogs instead of bowlers, because I didn't think that the benefit of the bowlers was outweighed what I could get from the extra hogs, because you saw that the previous attacker, if he'd had 6 extra hogs, they might have taken out those weapons, and they certainly would have got around the base a lot quicker doing the extra damage. So as you can see, nice little funnel. Wizards actually are going to take out the archer tower and the wizard tower as well. So those weapons on the 730 wall, they're taken out by my kill squad wizards. So the golems have gone both in, because that second Tesla hadn't popped. So seeing as the jump spell was there, both golems actually went in. Pre-poison for the clan castle troops, sent a couple of hogs on that Tesla while it was being distracted on my king. Knock out the Tesla, the wizard will help do that. And now sending in the hogs at the bottom. The king's gone, I can't save him, but the queen is in there shooting things. So she was getting a little bit sick, so I did have to activate her special ability. I was kind of hoping to save the special ability, but a healthier queen is better than one whose ability doesn't get used and then you end up getting distracted. So second heal spell is about to go down. You can see massive amounts of spring traps all in that little area, but just the angle that the hogs came at it didn't really trigger the traps too much. And I'd forgotten where this second big bomb was. I thought it was between the archer and the expos, and instead of between the expo and the wizard. So that second heal spell. Now, keep an eye on my queen here. She just had a couple of shots at the king. She had a couple of shots at that barb king. And then he just walked away. He just walked away, walked right past her. And she just got caught up shooting a wall. So now I've just got a couple of archers left to deploy. And I'm just thinking about where to put them. Yeah, look, I'll get them down. So I've got plenty of hogs left over. And now my queen takes out the enemy king with 8 of the hogs, and that's it, came over for the base. So we'll have another look at it just to see the subtle little differences that were made in the attack to begin with. So the first little difference was the funnel. what I did with the funnel and where I put my wizards to create the funnel. So by dropping these wizards down below here near the 730 wall, they ended up taking out the archer and the wizard tower. So I've got good value for them. The king can now go nowhere. He has to path inside. Because the other Tesla didn't pop, the golem and a giant are now coming into the jump spell because that other Tesla hadn't popped. And I dropped a couple of other wizards behind them to hopefully get in. Pre-poison on the clan castle. I know it's a dragon and 2 balloons, so I want them as sick as possible by the time they get over to my heroes. Now, for some reason, the queen didn't jump the wall in this attack like she did in the other, so that my king's taking a little bit of a beating from her trying to get through the wall. Have to activate his special ability. A couple of snipe hogs onto that Tesla. And now here comes a whole bunch of hogs at the bottom of the base. Kind of figured I wanted to come in heavy because I know I was going to lose some of the spring traps, and you can't calculate, do I lose only 1 to spring traps, or am I going to lose maybe a half a dozen, like 3 and 3 to 2 spring traps? You don't know, so I can't take the risk of only, say, sending in 3, 3 and 3 hogs. I might end up coming out of there with only 3 hogs up my sleeve. So kind of had to come in a little bit heavier on that, I felt. And they were going to be dealing with the king, and I didn't want them to dilly-dally in an area where the king was. I wanted them to get through that pretty quickly. So that's why I figured, I'll just send in pretty well all the hogs except for the ones I wanted for the wizard, and then the clan castle hogs can come in on the next compartment. And that's pretty well what happened. So you just noticed there, the queen got a couple of shots off onto the enemy king. He got out of range. Then she started shooting a wall. And then when the enemy king came walking back past her, she just ignored him completely and just kept shooting the wall. So that's the most bizarre thing ever, really. My queen did do something else bizarre in one of the other attacks in this war. She stood next to a jump spell shooting a wall to go into the same compartment that the jump spell was. So that was a little bit odd as well. But anyway, that is just to show you the subtle little differences that were made to the attack, basically to improve on the first attacker's plan, just to come in from the hogs a little bit different, just to create the slight little different area of the funnel, and to change the CC bowlers out for CC hogs, and give my hogs 3 heal spells instead. And that was pretty well it. There wasn't a lot of changes needed. The plan had some really good basics to it, so we just made a couple little changes to it. And so we come to the question of the day. Hope you like this one. It's a driving one, seeing as a lot of people do clash on the road, pull up on the side of the road to get their war attacks in. Why don't cars play football? Why don't cars play football? Because they only have 1 boot. Anyway, that's it for today. Please leave the video a thumb up. It does help the channel. Please comment on the video. Do let me know what you thought of the attack, or even how you might have done it differently with some different troops or whatnot. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.